Did you know that your ability to tap your foot to a beat might hold clues to understanding language disorders? A groundbreaking study led by researchers at Vanderbilt University Medical Center's Department of Otolaryngology, Head and Neck Surgery, has uncovered fascinating connections between how we perceive musical rhythms and the risk of developmental speech-language disorders, like dyslexia, stuttering, and developmental language disorder. But here's where it gets controversial. The findings challenge long-held assumptions about how music and language interact in the brain, and what this means for treatment strategies. The research published in Nature Communications combined two complementary approaches, one focused on observable behaviors, the other on genetic data. In the behavioral study, participants were tested on their ability to detect subtle rhythmic differences, synchronize movements to beats like tapping or clapping, and self-report their rhythm skills. The results? Weaker rhythm perception consistently correlated with higher risks of speech-language problems. However, stuttering stood out as an exception, a twist that sparked debate among experts. Could rhythm-based therapies already be helping people who stutter improve their skills, masking a potential link? Researchers suggest this might explain the anomaly, but the question remains open for further exploration. The genetic angle added another layer of complexity. By analyzing shared genetic patterns, the team discovered that the same biological factors influencing rhythm perception also play a role in reading abilities. For example, genes linked to rhythm skills predicted reading scores just as strongly as genes tied directly to reading itself. This overlap hints at a deeper, shared neural foundation between music and language. As lead author Dr. Srishti Nayak explains, when we think of music, speech, or reading, we often treat them as separate worlds, but our brains weave them together in ways we're just beginning to understand. So why does this matter? Consider the practical implications. Yet, this raises a provocative question. Should schools and clinics prioritize rhythm training as part of early childhood education? Some experts argue yes. Others caution that more evidence is needed before widespread adoption. The study's co-author, Dr. Raina Gordon, emphasizes the societal impact. These findings don't just live in textbooks, they touch real lives. A child who struggles to clap in time might also struggle to read a sentence. Recognizing that link could change. For instance, while genetics explain part of the variability in rhythm and language skills, environmental factors like exposure to music or teaching methods likely shape the rest. This opens the door to a critical debate. To what extent can nurture counteract nature? Can rhythm training override genetic predispositions, or is it a matter of working with them? As the conversation continues, one thing is clear. Music isn't just entertainment, it's a window into the brain's most complex systems. And if we learn to read that window correctly, we might unlock new paths for those facing communication challenges. What do you think? Could early rhythm assessments become a game changer in identifying and supporting children at risk for these disorders? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below.